Y'all remember that family premiere they all attended together? Acting like everything was sunshine and roses? Please! We all saw how that precious baby girl was looking. And let me tell you something, that body language was speaking volumes. According to my sources, and trust me, these are people deep in the know, Blue Ivy has been giving Jay-Z the coldest of shoulders since this whole lawsuit mess started brewing. And honestly, can anybody blame this child? Let me break it down for you. This precious baby girl is 12 years old. 12! She's at that age where everything at school matters, she's got her friends, and you know how middle school children can be with their talk. Nobody, and I mean nobody, wants to be associated with someone caught up in the kind of mess her daddy's involved in right now. But what's really getting me heated, and I mean heated, is that I saw this mess coming from a mile away. Ever since that whole situation with Diddy exploded, Lord have mercy, it's like somebody opened up Pandora's box of celebrity secrets, and honey, the mess just keeps spilling out. We're talking about all of Jay-Z's past situations coming back to haunt him. Every single one. From that questionable situation with Foxy Brown, which we all remember, to what happened with Sweet Aaliyah, bless her precious soul, to his suspicious friendship with R. Kelly, which nobody can explain, to whatever strange dynamic was happening with Rihanna that made that poor girl distance herself from the entire music industry. And don't even get me started on how he and Beyoncé mysteriously put a stop to her press interviews right when she was beginning to share a little too much information. Coincidence? Child, please. In this industry, there's no such thing as coincidences. Now we've got this situation where his own daughter can't even stand to be in his presence? Child, the internet is buzzing about whether this NFL halftime show is even going to happen, but let me tell you something. This family drama right here, this is the real show we need to be watching. Like I mentioned earlier, and trust me, this part is important, this whole situation started snowballing with Diddy. Now, unless you've been living under the biggest rock in existence, everyone knows about his preferences and his upcoming extended vacation to a very secure facility, if you catch my meaning. But ever since that search warrant came through and that indictment dropped, celebrities have been sweating bullets like they're in a sauna, and now it's Jay-Z's turn to feel the heat. On October 8th, mark that date down, honey, because it's important. An old case involving some truly disturbing allegations about a 13-year-old girl, originally about Diddy, got updated to include Sean Carter, that's Jay-Z for those who don't know, as defendant number 2. Jay-Z couldn't get to social media fast enough trying to slam Tony Busby, who filed the case, but whoever's running his legal and PR team needs to be fired immediately because they are making everything 10 times worse. Jay-Z's been accused of trying to silence victims like he allegedly did with so many others before. Now, I'm not saying he did anything wrong, I'm just reporting what's out there. But listen to how he's handling this case. He's out here demanding the plaintiff's identity be revealed, trying to move everything to criminal court, and attacking the attorney's character like it's his job. Baby, I might have failed math class back in the day, but I know one thing for certain. When you're innocent, you don't have to do all that. The truth speaks for itself, doesn't it? But that's just what's being said on these streets. And let me tell you, these streets are talking. This isn't some little social media rumor we're talking about. We're dealing with serious court paperwork, awaiting proper court hearings. I understand Jay-Z's probably shaking in his designer boots, trying to avoid sharing a cell with his bestie Diddy, but this mess is affecting his whole family, especially that precious Blue Ivy. Jay-Z basically confirmed all this family drama himself when he spoke to E! News saying, "My only heartbreak is for my family." Then he went on talking about having to sit his children down, especially the one who's at that age where her friends are going to see all this press coverage and start asking questions. He said, "My wife and I will have to explain the cruelty and greed of people." He continued getting all emotional, saying, "I mourn yet another loss of innocence. Children should not have to endure such at their young age. It is unfair to have to try to understand inexplicable degrees of malice meant to destroy families and human spirits." Y'all, this is how I know there must be some serious trouble in Carter family paradise. According to my sources, and trust me, these sources are solid, Blue Ivy's been getting bullied by some of her classmates over this whole situation. These children are out here making fun of her daddy and all his drama, especially his connection to Diddy. Now remember, these are all allegations, but trust and believe, the people of Beyoncé's internet are watching everything. When the Carters showed up at the premiere of Blue Ivy's movie debut in Mufasa the Lion King, where she plays Princess Kiara, social media absolutely exploded. The internet is convinced, and I mean convinced, that Blue Ivy looked absolutely miserable having Jay-Z there. But I want y'all to judge for yourselves because this next clip is telling.
Her voice come out of that character. Give me a second, because I'm still I can't believe that's my baby. Oh, that's so amazing. It was really hard to focus and to do my job after that. So I was like, wait, hold up, guys.
Now, the Carter family is trying to act unbothered. You know how they do. Beyoncé's out here making power moves, donating $100,000 to Houston College Law Center. And don't think for 1 second that we miss the fact that this is the same college that Tony Busby, the very lawyer fighting against her husband, graduated from. Suspicious? Child, that's an understatement. They're out here posing like one big happy family at premieres with Beyoncé crying those tears of joy over Blue Ivy's achievements. But let me tell you something. Fans aren't buying what they're selling. They're saying it's all just smoke and mirrors, trying to distract from the mess they're drowning in. And poor Blue Ivy can't catch a single break. Now she's got internet aunties and uncles criticizing her outfit choices on top of all this drama she never asked for. While some people out there, like Jaguar Wright, want to call Jay-Z and Beyoncé all kinds of names, I have to put my foot down and say, Blue Ivy is just 12 years old, so I cannot and will not support dragging this child into adult business. The internet has been absolutely relentless with their opinions. One user wrote something that really touched my heart. TBH, out of everybody, I am so sorry to Jay-Z and P. Diddy's children. Y'all literally were born into this mess and didn't ask for it. You can tell Blue Ivy was incredibly uncomfortable last night at that premiere, like Jay-Z really messed that up for her. And honestly, that's exactly how I feel about this whole situation. Another person called it their last play card to divert attention, but nobody wants to see the show. And while I can definitely see their point, I want to know what y'all think about all this. Was Blue Ivy really as uncomfortable as everyone's saying at that premiere? Is she really giving Jay-Z the cold shoulder after all this drama he's brought to her doorstep? Because let me tell you something, this situation is getting messier by the minute. Between the lawsuit allegations, the family tension, the public appearances trying to make everything look perfect, and poor Blue Ivy stuck in the middle of it all, this tea isn't just hot, it's scalding. Drop your thoughts in the comments below because this conversation is far from over. And y'all know I'll be here with every single update as this story continues to unfold. And remember, we're watching a real family going through real drama here. It's not just entertainment, but child, the way these events are unfolding, you can't help but grab your popcorn and watch it all play out. Keep it locked right here because you know this story isn't over, not by a long shot.